Hello guys, and welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to show you how only one candle can get you anything you need from a higher time frame buys and context to lower time frame entry, where to put your stop loss and where to put your take profit. Everything you need in only one candle, and I'm going to show you that using this long position that I took today on NQ, a long position from here and exiting from here. So let's not waste any more time and let's get right into it. If we start from the daily time frame, all right, and we do some top-down analysis, this was today's price action on Tuesday. So what do we have before that? So before Tuesday, Monday, how Monday closed? You can see that we are at an all-time high, all right, and entering Tuesday, I was looking for some kind of a retracement to look for longs. Of course, we are bullish overall, and we just left this range right here. It lasted around 14 trading days, all right, in a single place, and now we're expanding again just like before, all right. So we had a range right here, expansion, another range, and then we're looking at another expansion. So of course I was looking for longs, but again I was looking for price to retrace rather than trying to long from here. So I was looking for a retracement, and we had this interesting imbalance that price can retrace to, and we can look for opportunities to long from it. But most importantly, I was looking at the high of this imbalance, which is clean and an obvious low on the lower time frame. So this one right here, let's remove it. I was looking at this low right here, Friday's low. So when we were here, we have this low or point of interest that price can retrace to, and then we have a reaction from. If you go to the 4 hour, you can see it clearly right here, all right, this obvious low. Now my two rules to take a trade: I need a point of interest that price can react from it. We have a rejection from it. That's one. The second rule, I need some kind of a magnet. So this is the point of interest. Now I need a reason of why price should reject from it. So what do we have on the upside that can act as a magnet? Of course, and we need to follow the trend. So we have that point of interest. Now we need a magnet. A magnet can be some equal highs on the upside, or it can be an imbalance, but imbalance is my preferred target. Now, do we have something on the 4 hour? It doesn't, it's not obvious, but you need to scroll through time frame. So now we have actually something to target, and we have this imbalance. All right, so we have a clear low that price can reject from, so only a manipulation to it, and then we have this magnet. Now why we're using this? Although we are bullish, this right here should be the target, right? But no, you don't know if price is gonna trade you here, and maybe it can find resistance from here and push one more time to the downside and then going to here. All right, as a scalper, you only need short-term targets or guaranteed targets. All right, so this one right here was really high probable that price is gonna retrace to, even if we don't go all the way to here. Whether we're gonna go to here or not, it depends on how price reacts to this imbalance. Maybe close above it and also close above this high, right? But for now, we're looking for this move, and this was like 100 points from here to here. So after we have these components on the higher time frame, all right, we have this context. We have built the context. Now we need entry. So we need to enter, and that's need to be aligned with the structure. So not just looking for a random break of structure. All right, it needs to be aligned with structure. And how you do that, you need to be aligned with the hourly candle or whatever time frame you're using. If you're using the daily, so you need to have an intermediate time frame like the 2 hour, 4 hour, 1 hour, and your lower time frame entries on the 5 or on the 1 needs to be aligned with that time frame. So what do I mean by that? If you go to the 15-minute, this was the manipulation that happened on 9:30. We traded above this high, and we have a huge move to the downside to take this. Now I need something here to suggest that we're gonna reject from here and attack this imbalance from here. If you go to the 1 minute time frame, I'm gonna show you something interesting here. We traded to the downside, all right? Now retrace back, one more time trading to the downside and failed to take this. So we have a couple of sweeps here and then the break of structure. This is a break of structure, but what makes it really high probable is the following. After price took the low from here, we are expecting from our higher time frame analysis that the next hourly candle to be bullish, to be like this. All right. Now, in order for this candle to be bullish, it needs to print the high or the wicks, especially the wick right here. So let's outline it. So if I'm expecting this candle, the next hourly candle, to be bullish, I need to see some kind of a move to the downside first. All right. So the candle opens here. It needs to move to the downside first to create something, the low, and then it starts moving away and close bullish. So do we have that here? Now here, after we took the low, we were approaching the open of the next hourly candle, and it opened right here. And look what happened. It opened here. It traded to the downside first here. It took the low, one more time took the low right here. Can you see it? So it took the previous hourly low, something like this. And now we start moving away and we start closing above the open of that new hourly candle. And finally we have that break of structure right here. So that was enough reason for me to enter. All right. So I took my entry somewhere around here. All right. And my stop loss was here and it was targeting the imbalance. And unfortunately, I had to go through all of this. And finally, my TP got hit right here. So we lost some momentum because I believe that the true or the average true daily range was consumed with this move right here. So prices lost momentum right here. And now I believe we reached the end of this video. You can see that the logic was simple, all right, from higher time frame to lower time frame, nothing complicated. You can easily understand this and you can easily duplicate it multiple times a week. All right, simple approach to trades, but you need to be patient and wait for the marks, for the conditions to be checked. All right, so I hope you like this video. If you have any other questions, you can always DM me in my Twitter account or leave a comment down below and I'll answer you as soon as I can. Now happy trading and good luck.